What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys a video to what Jiraiya found Nagato early, episode 5. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. And now the Chunin exams come to a close with the finale taking place. The Mizukage, Kazekage and Hokage are watching preparation for the upcoming battles, with Orochimaru nearby waiting for the plan to go into effect. But for now, it'll be fun to watch the show. The first fight, after some preparations between Hinata and Shikamaru, begins. Hinata would use the Byakugan and look at Shikamaru, preparing for whatever he will do. The fight plays out very loosely, similar to Kidomaru and Neji, where Shikamaru would realize the blind spot of the Byakugan, using a barrage of shuriken. He proceeds to start to distract Hinata, eventually catches up to him and uses the 64 palms. As she gets to the 32 and prepares for the 64, Shikamaru catches her blind spot with the Shadow Possession smiling. Then, he forfeits as he coughs up some blood from the attack. The viewers are impressed Shikamaru endured the onslaught of attacks from the Hyuga girl. Nagato then leaps down and summons the King of Hell, healing both Shikamaru and Hinata. Next up is Haku vs Lee. Lee immediately discards his weights and assumes an offensive pose towards his opponent, before rushing in to use his taijutsu. Haku dodges of ease without throwing kunai at Lee, which he trained himself to dodge. This allows him to get a hit onto Haku. Haku becomes somewhat enraged at this and activates his crystal ice mirrors, which surround Lee. At the speed of light, Haku rushes towards Lee and starts slashing him, causing him pain since he can't catch his foe. He activates the gates going into the third, but that's not enough. Suddenly he goes into the fourth and fifth, which gives him enough to defend himself. Finally, Haku's stamina starts to go down, which gives Lee the chance to kick Haku out of the ice mirrors. Then he hits his opponent with a reverse lotus before collapsing due to pain Haku inflicted. Haku walks over to Lee and smiles at how Lee seems like a good guy, helping him up. After his victory, Haku is brought to the side by Zabuza and told to forfeit, which confuses him. He does listen, however, as Zabuza is the Mizukage and he seems like a good guy. Choji enters the arena against Gaara. Although Choji is super worried, everyone reassures him he'll be fine. He steps into the arena and immediately uses the human expansion jutsu, becoming a big ball that launches towards Gaara. Swiftly, Gaara places Choji in a crushing sand coffin around the big opponent and proceeds to squeeze, slowly, sinisterly. Everyone watches in horror as Choji screams, trying to hold off the crushing of his fate. Sometimes a big hand escapes the sand but is quickly placed back in by more sand. Before Choji is fully crushed, Asuma launches in and slices open the sand, watching as a bloody Choji falls out, barely conscious as he carries him over to Nagato. This angers Gaara as he's not able to claim his life that was rightfully his. Tenten against Tamari isn't exactly like canon, since Tenten has a couple new tricks. However, Tamari still manages to push away her stronger weapons. And when Tenten goes for a sword slash, she just slashed away yet again. It ultimately ends up the same as canon, with Tamari catching a badly damaged Tenten on her fan. Finally, we get to the main event. Sasuke Uchiha vs Naruto Uzumaki. Both friends bump fists while swiftly jumping backwards, beginning in their battle. Immediately, Naruto uses his signature shadow clones and launches them at Sasuke, who easily causes them to dissipate. Then he rushes over to Naruto using the body flicker, proceeds to beat up Naruto since his taijutsu skills are much better than his blonde friends. Naruto manages to use the substitution jutsu to get above Sasuke, and leaps back down, going for a punch on the Uchiha, which he catches and proceeds to throw Naruto upwards back into the air. Then he uses the fire style Phoenix Flower Jutsu and fires a bunch of fire fragments towards Naruto. In a panic, he uses wind style air bullets, hitting on the fire blast, causing them to become bigger and stronger. Luckily, the use of wind pushes Naruto away from the attack, so he barely dodges them. Sasuke tells Naruto to stop holding back and activates the Sharingan, staring him down. Naruto decides to rise to the challenge and activates the third gate, but there's a small amount of the Kurama Chakra, resulting in his power skyrocketing. Both boys launch at each other and proceed to start fighting in a taijutsu barrage with a lot higher speed than before. Although Sasuke is quicker, Naruto is now stronger, so the fight is pretty even. Eventually, the two boys decide to end it and rush at each other with Rasengan and Chidori clashing in a big display of light. When the light dissipates, Naruto stood there in base form over Sasuke before collapsing himself. It is declared a draw. After this comes the finals between Hinata and Gaara. Naruto warns Hinata to be careful as she enters the arena against the Jinchuriki. The moment the fight begins, Gaara surrounds himself in a sand shield and starts to transform to Shukaku, which Nagato would be able to see with his Rinnegan. He shouts at the Kazekage to stop it before realizing that the Kazekage isn't who he says he is. Immediately at that moment, the sleeping genjutsu puts everyone to sleep who can't stop it themselves. Sasuke would have to awaken Naruto, who would see Hinata in danger. Together, once Lee is awoken, Lee and Naruto rush over to go and save their friend. Zabuza grabs his executioner blade and goes to decapitate Nagato, but the sword is stopped by Samehada as Kushina blocks Mizukage. Then Danzo gets up from the Kazekage seat and goes to attack Nagato, but one of Nagato's advisors, being Hiruzen, would come in and knock Danzo away before following him. This leaves Nagato open for Orochimaru to rush at, and proceed to place Nagato in the Sound 4 barrier. Before it fully closes, however, Shisui manages to get inside the barrier to help out his sensei. Immediately, Lee grabs Hinata and rushes away as Naruto fires an air bullet at the Sun Shield to try and get Gaara out. Annoyed at Naruto, Gaara would leave his ball in a partially transformed state and faces down Naruto, who would activate the third gate Kyuubi chakra to help hold him off. Meanwhile, Sasuke is attacked by Kankuro, which annoys Sasuke. He activates his Sharingan and quickly spots the chakra threads coming out of the thing on Kankuro's back and realizes what that means. He quickly rushes behind the puppet master and punches Kankuro, causing the puppet to crumble to the ground, making Kankuro reveal himself. Neji goes to fight with Sasuke until Temari appears to stop him. Using the Byakugan, he tries to find a weakness in a wind jutsu and attack. With a rotation, he blocks the wind attacks while watching for weaknesses. He places a hand on the rotation spiral, causing his flesh to burn, making a Chidori. When Temari leaves an opening, Neji rushes in and stabs her in the shoulder, causing her to pass out. Over in the Leaf, Itachi be trying to hold off the invasion when he notices a bunch of Leaf Shinobi getting sliced up by a ninja that they can't hit properly. Itachi looks and sees Mangetsu smiling with his sword in hand. Using the Sharingan to determine the liquefaction, Itachi rushes at his opponent and places him on the Genjutsu to stop him using the Kekkei. Then he proceeds to slaughter Mangetsu. Suigetsu, Haku, and Karin start to panic about the chaos, not knowing what was happening. In the panic, Suigetsu tells his teammates they need to go, before all three of them freeze. Shikamaru uses a Shadow Possession to make sure they have to stay there. And since Nagato completely healed him, he has a Chakra Reserve to keep out for a while. After Sasuke finishes off his fight with Kankuro, he rushes over to go and help Naruto, who is currently combating Gaara. Both Naruto and Sasuke end up hitting Gaara with an air bullet and a fireball jutsu, causing a huge inferno that hits Gaara, shooting him upwards, allowing Lee to hit him with a big kick. This knocks Gaara out into a nearby forest, very close to the Leaf Village, but not quite inside. A group of Naruto, Lee, Sasuke, and Neji all rush over towards Gaara, who becomes livid. He proceeds to go in his full transformation state and lets Shukaku out. Naruto gets an idea and uses chakra shrooms to hold Shukaku in place, struggling to do so. As the Tanuki thrashes around, Naruto tells his friends to stop Gaara quickly. Using the body flicker technique, Sasuke begins to rush up Shukaku's body as fast as possible. The Sand Beast tries to get him off, eventually catching him in a mini sand coffin upon his body. Realizing Sasuke is in danger, Neji looks at Lee and tells him to throw him. Using rotation, he lights up the Chidori, before getting Lee's bandages wrapped around him, launching him towards Sasuke. He slashes the sand coffin open, allowing Sasuke to continue. Once getting to the stop, Sasuke hits Gaara clean in the face, causing him to awaken, making the Shukaku transformation fade away. Gaara falls towards the ground, landing on the floor. Then Naruto approaches the redhead, using his Tokno Jutsu to make Gaara turn good, just like he had in canon. They then look over to see the chaos happening in the Leaf. But guys, that's all going to be here. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below what happened in episode 6. Had a lot of fun with this one. Yeah, the Mizukage against Kushina is going to be fun because they're both Jinchuriki. Danzo versus Hiruzen, a fight we never got to see, and I think that'll be pretty interesting. And of course, we got Nagato against Sharingan Orochimaru to look forward to. So make sure you stick around for that one. And yeah, bye!